Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Debunked Paranormal, and in today's video we have 10 clips plus one bonus clip that I'm going to be showing you and hopefully debunking. Well, debunking to the point that you guys can see what I'm trying to show and what I'm trying to debunk. That's always the goal. Now, before we get into this video, please go ahead and leave a like, subscribe and hit the bell notification button. Also, if you want to support me, links in the description. You can buy me a coffee or support me directly through PayPal, or you can buy one of my merch. All the merch in the merch shop have been dropped down in prices, except the mugs. There isn't really anything I can do with the mugs, so the prices have been slashed, so make sure to check that out. Now, let's get into today's video, and that is debunking 10 clips plus one bonus clip. So in this first clip, this guy is filming his pool, and there's something that hovers past the camera, or that the camera picks up, and it's hovering over the pool. Now, when I first saw that, I thought maybe it's like mist or a spider web or something, but it doesn't seem like that is the case. I can actually show you where this guy made an editing mistake. So if we look at this specific part here, if we go back, so following this thing right there where it meets the edge, you can see where it meets the edge. I'm going to go back a couple of frames. As it's going forward, it meets the edge of the camera. So I'm going to play from here. Then you can see what the camera is supposed to do. The camera is supposed to go that way. But what this is one of the mistakes that he made with these keyframes, because he put that image in there and had it floating there in post. He did this in editing station. But when it meets the camera's edge, or the edge from where the camera is filming, you can see that it's moving with the camera frame. As I've shown before, if you are filming with a camera, anything you're filming should stay locked in its place, or if it's moving, it's not going to move exactly with the camera as you moving your camera. Now, this is where he made a couple of mistakes with these keyframes when he put in the keyframes. And this is why we have here that image of the ghostly thing moving with the camera frame right there. It's a simple mistake, but if you don't know what you're doing, you would never pick it up. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. But this one is definitely fake. The next clip, I don't think the woman's got anything to do with it. It's just the CCTV footage that picked this thing up. The woman's just walking by. It's just part of the thing. But you have this little black mass that's running in the corner there. It looks like a little creature, like a little demon. But in actual fact, it's just an edit. But I have to say that whoever did this put massive amounts of effort into it, because they even cast the shadows on the wall of the thing moving as it's moving, and they're casting the shadows correctly. Now you would say, but her shadow is casting that way. Why is this casting against the wall? Well, if you look closely, as she's moving by this way, her shadow is also on the wall. So whoever did this kept that in mind. Now, the thing that I can critique them on is the way it... this is all we have, though, is the film. It just starts here. So we can't say much more than what's before this. We can only go on what we are seeing now. So you can see it is following a line there. It sort of looks like it's walking towards the wall to hide against the wall as the woman's passing. But as soon as it gets to this point and it has to move this way, it just sort of moves into the air. It doesn't go anywhere. So if I can give you an example, here I've got my own little black mass. It moves like this. It moves there. Instead of, so it comes towards the wall and then hugs the wall, and then it just moves like that into the nothingness, into the air. So I'll show you now what that looked like. Let me just put a lighting effect on here. So with the lighting effect, I know it's a bit blown out, but it helps us to see that little black mass a little better. So it stops there, and then it moves forward, and it starts lifting up there. It lifts up. Most of you might not even see what I'm trying to explain here, but trust me, it's there. If we put it like that, so if we go now, you see it makes a little jump up there. So there's the ground it needs to move on, and it makes this little jump there. And then it moves up into nothingness, into the stairs. It's walking into the stairs, and then there it just disappears as the lights go on. But I say this is someone with great skills, because they can have it mimic the shadow, or have the shadow mimic the little creature that they have there. So you can see that shadow, how they have it blend up there. The blend is amazing. They did a phenomenal job with this. It's just this little part where it's dark, and they think the people watching wouldn't actually be able to see what's going on there. So they got lazy. But other than that, really well done. But it is 100% fake. This next clip is of a child that sees a supposed ghost and then interacts with the ghost. So I'll play you the clip now so you can hear what they're saying. You can sort of see by the camera. So that's basically it. It's just a child being a child. Imaginary friends and stuff running around. This one, I'm not going to chalk this down as paranormal. I'm not even going to say it's fake. The narrative that these people are pushing is that they are speaking to a ghost. To me, it's just a child speaking to the imaginary friend. So it's just blah. It's nothing. It could swing either way.
In this next video, a ghost hunter named Alex is exploring a haunted house where he hears a rumbling noise coming from a nearby wardrobe.
Those silence part, it's just me. I cut the music out, but I want you to still hear. So that's the clip. To me, this is one of those clips where, because later on he does show you the inside. I don't have that in here because it's irrelevant, because he shows you the inside and there's nothing in there. But to me, it's just, I can't find the original clip, but it's easy to fake. You can have someone in there and they can break the glass from the inside. Because if you see what it looks like, wait, let me find it for you so you can see what it looks like. There we go. That's the inside. So you just have the glass. There's no backing from the cupboard itself. It's the backing is the glass. That's what's there. So this is what they show later on. So to me, someone is just in there and then they break the glass. But I do also think that there's some masking going on, because this mark over here, you see this mark, and then when the breaking happens, the mark disappears. So I think there was some masking going on to mask out who was in there. But I don't know why they would mask it in such a way that the mark on the actual cabinet disappears. That doesn't make sense to me. So, but the mark on the cabinet's there the entire time, and then as the breaking happens, the mark disappears. But why that affected their mark on the cabinet itself, I have no idea why they mask it in such a way. It's a weird way to mask something, but it worked because it fooled a lot of people. But in this instance, this is definitely fake.
As Mark is filming the outside of the hotel late one night, he captures this.
So you're gonna struggle to hear him. I just got the music out, so.
I'm not kidding. I just saw someone move in that window.
Look in this window right here.
A dark figure seems to peek out of one of the hotel's upper windows. But what's especially creepy is that this room is closed and locked off, inaccessible to the public.
So that's always the case, right? He's randomly filming the building, and at that time where he's filming, someone appears right there. But you can't actually see them. They just half appear, half slide in there. And then, but it can't be a person because that part is locked off to the public.
But what's especially creepy is that this room is closed and locked off, inaccessible to the public.
So that, all of that, the setup, everything tells me it's 100% fake. someone's in there. They planned this entire thing. But once again, to convince the believers in this that is the case, it's gonna be. It's not possible. It's not gonna be possible. But that is fake.
So one of the women snapped a live photo on her iPhone and captured this.
So, okay, let's just show you this. This is what they captured in the live photo. Right there. That disembodied little boy right there. And then when you look at the live photo, you can see that the live photo doesn't pick that child up. Because everybody is being picked up by the live photo and is able to be cut out. And then you have this animation running over it, but it misses the boy. But also very easy to fake, easy to put that in afterwards, and then have the all of this can be remade. The fact that we can see, this is the other thing. This is the thing that makes no sense. The fact that we can see in the photo that that child is there, but the AI can't see it in the image itself, makes zero sense. The AI would have picked that up if that happened during, if that was in there during the AI selection, when the AI took that, if that makes any sense. If we can see it, the AI should see it. So that's so stupid. Same with this one. She took a photo and this is what she saw. He's going to tell you now.
A very tall, thin man with indistinct features and hollow eyes can be seen watching them. The couple claims that the strange man with seemingly extra long limbs was not there when they...
I think I got him. I hope he's dead. Anyway, sorry, this is what they said.
Seemingly extra long limbs was not there when they took the picture.
So we have to take the couple's word that the guy wasn't standing there and that's his reflection. But we have to take their word for it because they say he wasn't there when they took the picture. So we have to believe them 100%. Okay. That's fake. That's a lie. Not even fake. That's just a lie. Once again, I cut the sound out here. So there's the grandma. She's got dementia. And the dog is going to start growling for no reason. I had to cut out the music and that also softened the growling of the dog. Okay, this is just a long clip of this. But listen to what Nuke says.
Nick's grandmother's dog starts to growl toward the kitchen for no reason.
So, for no reason, but then the little robo-vacuum comes out behind the corner. The thing is, animals act weird around vacuum cleaners. My animals specifically are, well, my cats, they are very scared. They puff up, they look to where the vacuum is, even though they can't see it, but they know where it is, and then they puff up and they're scared and stuff like that. This is the same thing. This dog just doesn't like the vacuum and it growls. Now they have this entire skit, and I think it's cute that the grandma's playing along. She stands there, faking dementia, just standing there, and then he's taking the video. Or maybe even she does have dementia, and she's standing there, and he's exploiting his grandma's illness. And then the dog growls for the Roomba. But all of this, everything put together, I think the grandma, she's fine. And this is just a skit for them. They just make fake paranormal videos this way. The dog's growling at the vacuum. He knows in which direction it's coming. And that's that. So, this is fake. 100% fake.
Ya bener. Bener sampean. Bener sampean. Apa jenenge? Tibae ya, tibae mesinku sing keder.
Oh, wis tak servis ya, Lur ya.
Oh, hawane.
Sam can't understand what's wrong because he says that he's just recently had the truck checked and serviced. And this is when things take a terrifying turn.
Okay, I'm just going to stop it there. Anybody that knows, even normal vehicles, if you have a brain, when your vehicle breaks down, you don't keep all the lights on possible on that vehicle because it's going to drain the battery. And if someone is going to come and help you, there's going to be no battery left to check what the problem is to try and start the vehicle or something. Because then you have to replace the battery or you need to push start that vehicle. So as soon as this happens, you'll put on your hazards so that you are visible, but you're going to put all the other lights off. This guy's got his brights on, he's got his down lights on, he's got every single light on imaginable on this vehicle. So that told me, and when I watched this, I was like, okay, that's a lie. Before I even got to the fun part, the haunting part.
Aku saiki ngomong yo.
Still got his lights on though.
Moro-moro mambune gak enak, Lur. Mambu melati campur amis. Sapa iku? Sapa? Si ambu amis, Lur yo. Ayo. Sapa? Hey, tuh, sapa iki?
And then there's no one there. So, yeah, he faked a breakdown just so that he can make this fake skit. Oh, it smells of fish. And then looks down, knows exactly where to look, and then sees someone's feet there. But there was an edit in this video as well. Because I'm going frame by frame now. I'm going backwards. So now I'm going to go forward, frame by frame. Look at what's happening. So he sees the feet right there, and then it skips there. So it skips that. So why was there a skip there? I think he paused the camera and said to him, okay, listen, just keep hanging, don't move, but I'm going to say this word and then you're going to jump off and run to the front of the truck because I'm going to move to the back to see if I can see you, but I should not see you. And run and hide. And that's why he paused the video. You see that? And then he runs around and then... Oh, look, there's nobody there. Yeah, this is definitely fake. This entire thing smells fishy to me. To the bonus clip. I know this is fake, but I don't know how they did it. That's the thing. That's what's bothering me in this one. So, if I play this, don't go, yep, that's how they did it. Have a think about it. Think first before you comment. Because I'd like to revisit this. But take a look.
What in the actual hell? There's literally...
How did they do this? Because I thought maybe there was someone close to the spotlight, and as he got closer, he paused, they ran away, and then he played again. Or hit record again and there's nobody. Or it could be that as he's opening the door, they ran. So from here, they ran away. And as he's opening the door, they are gone. They could be crouched down to the right of the door, because he's not showing us that part. Or he can be this direction, up here behind the spotlights where we can't see him. And if you look here, he's going to show you what that front side looks like.
Hunter has even tried to debunk his own video to figure out exactly what he could have saw at his door that night, but it still just doesn't make sense.
The front of our house where somebody would be. For them to run, where would they?
They could, because the spotlight, and we couldn't see this part of the house because the spotlight was in the camera
Have
lens.
to hide. It goes straight out,
That spotlight right there was in the camera lens, so we couldn't see.
gets out.
But I think maybe they was doing their thing and then came and dug down here. Because when he came out, we didn't see this part of the porch.
Out. This way, another commercial building at
So, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think that is? And where could... Let me just pause that. Where could the shadow come from? I don't know. And the fact that you can see car lights through the shadow doesn't bother me at all. That's just normal. A shadow is... You can see right through a shadow. That doesn't mean you can't see. But where... This person, where were they standing? I honestly think from what you've seen now, from what the front of the house looks like over here, I think they ducked down and they sat here. Because they do have a Ring doorbell. Why didn't he show the Ring doorbell footage? There's probably going to be some sob story about it doesn't work or someone stole the batteries or whatever. So when they opened up, when he opened up, he doesn't show that part of the porch. He only shows up until there. So they could easily be down here ducking down. That's my 2 cents. But other than that, I don't know how they did that. So I'm stuck on that one. But that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this debunk. Please remember to leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.